What I'm trying to do is just make it fun. Make folklore, folk tales, folk songs, anything your grandpa used to hum, whistle, tell you a story, your grandma will tell you that, don't go in the woods, and, some boogeyman will get you, all those things that we're all like, that's old, boring stuff. And it's not boring. People do their genealogies all the time and they find it fascinating. Well, this is kind of the same thing. What has happened is it's become so academic to chronicle and catalog all this folklore and folk songs to take the fun out of it in a way. Sure, it is fun to delve into it and learn all that, but at the same time, it's music, it's stories. You're supposed to feel something, It shouldn't just be a cerebral exercise. So what I try to do is I try to enliven it and make it fun and entertaining again.
Rough and steep, beauteous fields, light just beyond me, where souls redeemed, the vigils keep.
There are tunes specific to certain counties here that so-and-so's grandpa wrote, and it's like a handshake away from like the history of a song in the canon, and you're standing where the song was written, or not that far away from it. When you go to Rosine, that's where bluegrass music was invented, basically across the street in that railroad shed. Why isn't that blowing everyone's minds? And why aren't you going out and touching them and shaking their hands? You're shaking hands with history. These are like walking, if they're still alive, they're walking, talking time capsules, and they're dying by the hour. And it's just, and no one will fill their shoes because there'll never be that era again.
Hey, I'll rock the cradle, I will sing the song. I'll rock the cradle when you're gone.
I don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. I owe a lot to growing up in the church because it turned me on to gospel music. It turned me on to charisma and what they call the collective effervescence. Basically, when people get together and there's a frenzy of emotion and charisma around something larger than themselves. It's basically like charismatic religion. It's the same as a punk rock show. I never was into punk, but I get categorized as that because of the way I perform, and it's so over the top. But it's also charismatic religion, Pentecostalism, vaudeville, sideshow, circuses, things like that. It's been around forever, over the top, dynamic, large, startling figures. That's what I'm trying to draw. I only know one thing. It's too late to turn back now. This is my niche I've carved out. It just happened. It just ended up being what I do. So I have no choice but to continue to create these kinds of things around this particular regional theme of our culture and our history and our music.